got Olivier Camerlain with us. He's 6'4", 220 defensive end out of College Charles-Lemoyne. He's a class of 2024, but we've got him on the CFC30, which is a new ranking that we did just before Christmas re-release. So congratulations. That's awesome. Let's just talk about who you are, what you're doing, and get to know you a little bit more.
So I started playing football 5 years ago, and when I was 12, 13-ish, when I got into high school at College Charles-Lemoyne. I've always watched football. I've watched football my whole life. I've never really played it. So when I got into college, CCL, a couple of my friends were playing football. So I said, why not get into it? And I fell in love with the sport. They put me defensive end my first year. That's really cool. And I think that's something, that's why I've been able to play really good, because I've practiced a lot ever since I was like 12. That's how I got started into football.
Well, so that would make, you're like 15, 16, right?
So I just turned 17 right now, like a month ago.
So you're like 6'4", 220.
Yeah, so my dad is 6'1" and my mom is 5'7", but my uncle is 6'8". So I think I got it there.
Awesome. Does anyone else in your family play football or sports?
They've played before. My uncle played for CVM maybe 10 years ago. Same thing for my other uncle, which played for Sherbrooke as a defensive end too. So yeah.
What do you like most about playing defensive end?
I mean, you're always in the action. So, you're the first, there's always contact. You're the first there if it's a run play. You're the first there if it's a pass play. There's no reps off. You're always the first line, you always get a chance to make the play. So that's really fun. And then you always have matchups. And I think it's really nice to analyze the other player and then go against them and see what works, see what doesn't work. And then you adapt during the game. That's really fun.
Do you only play on the defensive side of the ball, or do you play both ways?
I play only on the defensive side. All of like until maybe the last two games. I then got kind of a little injury, so we were trying to take him off a little bit. So I got in a couple like special plays in the red zone as a tight end, but no, nothing really special.
And how was that?
It was fun. There was a scheme where I had to run a route, so that's really fun. It was serious for me. I try to take my job seriously, not trying to freestyle too much. So I was running the scheme, just doing what I had to do.
Well, I was watching your film just a couple of days ago, and like, you're a hustler, and I was surprised you're really long. Like, your legs are really long.
Yeah.
Like, it takes them 3 steps to get to the quarterback.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I've been wearing the same shirt ever since secondary 3, so 2 years ago. But I've always grown in my leg size. So.
What type of player would you say you are?
A perfectionist. I've watched hours of tape. We film every practice, and I'll spend hours just looking at what I did good, what I did wrong, and then trying to work on it. It's important for me that, if I do something, I want to do it right. So I got to make it perfect. And there's no such thing as perfect, but I'm trying to get as close as possible to it. So I'll spend hours on one move, and hours on like trying to block as a tight end. When I started playing tight end, actually, I spent hours working on my footsteps, just trying to block the defensive end or whatever it is. So, I'm always working what I need to improve on, and I'll never stop until I'm the closest to perfect as I can.
Are there any pro players that you look up to or that you try and play like?
Not looking up to, but I'll say my play style resembles a lot like TJ Watt. I use my get off to get an edge on my blocker. And then I use my finesse, to move the hands or like create separation to get to the quarterback. That's for my pass rush. And then for my run stopping, I like to create a separation with my long arms, actually just put my arms on the guy. It gives me like a great edge so I can see the play and, keep on my position. So yeah, that's really fun.
And what type of coaching gets you fired up, motivates you?
The one that loves football. I want my coach to, really appreciate the game like no one else. If you need to be honest with me too. I don't like to be like, don't give me compliments. Tell me what I need to work on. Tell me what I need to focus on. I don't need someone to like petty me or something like that. I need someone to really be there and tell me what to do, and I'll do it. It's what I do. I'm responsive. I do what you tell me to do, and that's it.
During the season, what's your favorite part about football?
I have one ritual that I have so the first ritual is we pray before each game in the locker room. We get on our knee, like one knee, and we just pray. I feel like this created a bond in our team, which I've never had before. Obviously, the first play. Every game, the first play, you get on the field, and then your stomach is upside down, and then you're really stressed. And then the ball snaps, and you're like, oof, everything goes. And then you get in the mood, and you get in like a a momentum, and then you don't stop from there.
How did your season go this last year?
It was my best season yet. I wasn't really a good player up all, until this year. Thing is, I grew a lot, and I wasn't able to move in my own body because it was like kind of like running, and then my left leg wouldn't come to me. So
you're figuring out the coordination.
Yeah, I've worked on that. So I've had a great season. I think it's record breaking for me. It has opened a lot of doors for me too, and I think that's what practice do. All that practice finally paid off. So I'm excited for next year.
Well, you have on your film that you recorded 8 sacks and 34.6 tackles. Pretty impressive.
Thanks. Yeah.
What are your goals for this off season?
I want to go up to 230 pounds. I want to gain a little bit of weight. If I want to go to the next level, we play with guys that are a lot older than you. You're going to play with men. It's what it is. It's men now. So I want to get a little bit of weight. I want to maintain my speed. I want to get even more speed. And then just work on my hips a lot. I want to work on my hips. So for my pass rushing and everything like that, I want to work on it a lot.
What are your goals for next football season?
I want to have more tackles, more sacks, more TFLs. I want to dominate the league I play in. I really want to show what I'm capable of and then just ball out.
How do you balance your sports and your schoolwork and your friends and all that kind of stuff?
A CCL priority has always been school first. So we have study halls that we have every Monday, every Friday and Thursday. So we do that, every week. So that helps a lot for their homework and everything. And I think the people at CCL, like the teachers, already they understand that we have sport. So they sometimes they give us breaks, sometimes they give us a little bit more time to do our homework. So that's really fun. And for my friends, all my friends are on the football team. So
that's
you
easy.
you get to see them every day. You get to play with them every day. So you spend a lot of time with your friend. And then when you get back home, it's just keeping a routine. You set yourself a routine, and then you follow the routine during the whole season. It works on your ethic. It works on your hard work. Overall, it's good.
You stated earlier that you're a perfectionist. So how do you handle the performance expectations, which I'm assuming are quite high, that you put on yourself or that others put on you?
So one of my coaches told me something at the beginning, like midway through the season. So I had a bad game, and I was really putting pressure on myself. And he told me, don't be afraid to be afraid. Don't be afraid to look like a fool. Just play football. Don't play football so that you look good. And, when we watch tape as a team, play football because you want to make good plays. And if you make bad plays, just come back stronger. So I think I've always kept that mentality. And same thing as, it's another words thing he said is big players make big plays and big games. And I think that's something I try to stick to. I try to ball out every game I can and then just give it all in the field. No matter the outcome.
Sounds like you've got some pretty good people in your corner, a good group of support network, a good coaches that are, giving you some sound advice.
Yeah, that's one thing I think that's great about our program is that, we have people that love football. Yeah. We have people that know football, and we have people that, that believes in us. It's really important. One thing that I had to change in a couple of years is surround myself with people that want good for me and not people that just, want bad for me. I want to surround myself with people that want the good for me and that want to help me succeed. It's one important part in my journey is surrounding myself with good people.
You've said that you verbally committed to Lennoxville, Champlain. So how has that recruiting process been for you?
It's been really fun. A lot of talking. So my social sometimes my social body kind of runs out, but talking to Cegeps is really fun. I think most of them are really respectful. If you tell them you want to take a little break, trying to take time for yourself, they'll respect that, and they won't text you during the break you wanted. So overall, I've had a fun experience, and it's something I'll definitely remember for the rest of my life.
So you mentioned that you possibly about going down south as well. So what does that look like?
Past couple of years, a lot of guys from CCL went down south at Baylor, Episcopal, McCallie. So we've kind of built that reputation of having really good players with good ethic and that ball out on the field that play good football and are good at school. So I think that's what I want to carry on. That that the same thing. I want to bring my energy over there. I want to be good at school, be good at football, and then just play good down south. Definitely a challenge. It's a fun one. And I'll use it, I'm using it as motivation. I'm using it as, I wake up in the morning. It's the thing that fuels me up. So
Do you, because either choice, you're going to have to move away from home. Does that freak you out at all?
it does, but at the same time, I think it's part of the process. At one point you're gonna have to move out. If it's not now, it's gonna be in 2 years. Might as well do it now. And I think I've started to accept it. Same thing about my family; they started to accept it too. You gotta live with it, and it's the sacrifice you have to make to go to the next level.
Well, you just get to look forward to care packages that your family's going to send you in the mail.
Of course, the food isn't gonna be the same, but
It's amazing what you can send through the mail.
no, you can send anything now. It's crazy.
What kind of school are you looking for, like academically? What are you looking to take?
So if I go down south, example, I want to go to a school which is renowned for their academic records. You know, I want to have one of the best education I can have over here, so that if I don't make it in football, I can make it in like, you know, something else, like, you know, medicine or something like that. So it's really fun.
Have you thought about what you want to do as a future career once your football days are over?
Yeah. So, you know, I've thinking about medicine. I'm thinking about maybe being a lawyer. That's really fun. So yeah, I'm looking at my options right now.
I've never heard being a lawyer described as fun.
I like arguing, so
I like arguing. No, it's not arguing. It's getting people to see a different perspective. What are you watching on Netflix?
I'm more of like a Disney Plus guy. I watch like Boba Fett. I watch like The Mandalorian.
What's on your music playlist?
A lot of Chief Keef, a lot of King Von, and a little bit of Husher. Pretty much everything from R&B to rap, classical music, everything.
Oh, classical. Okay, that's different. That's a good answer. I always ask if you guys are, you know, venturing out into other types of genres, but I don't really get much.
I mean,
Sometimes I get country, but
country is good. Not all of the songs, but country is good. And if I'm gonna go down in Tennessee, I better start loving country. You know, so.
Are you digital or vinyl?
Digital, as much as I want to, but we don't have a machine for vinyl, so gotta go with the phone.
If you could go on a vacation, what's your dream destination?
Italy. Yeah, I've went there before, and I really liked it. So I will definitely go back to like Rome and just walk in the street and eat pasta all day. I think that would be really fun.
Eating.
Yeah, pasta and pizza. They make really good pasta over there. So yeah, I'll probably do that.
What about the gelato?
Oh, when it's hot outside, it's like it's a reward. Honestly, it feels good. It's good food.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs. I don't like cats. No, cats are like they're for your hug and your food, and then they just leave. I don't like.
If you could have only one video game, what would it be?
NBA 2K22. Yeah, NBA 2K.
If you could be any superhero, who would it be?
Probably Spider-Man.
Pineapple on pizza or not?
No, it's a hate crime.
Oh,
No, I won't accept pineapple on pizza. No.
It's a hate crime.
No.
Wow. Tell us how you really feel.
Pineapple on pizza it doesn't belong there.
You meet a genie, he gives you 3 wishes. What are you going to wish for? You can't wish for more wishes, and you can't raise people from the dead.
First wish, no more poverty in the world. Second wish, a lot of money. Third wish, being able to go to the NFL.
It's the NFL draft. You've been called. You're going up on the stage. What's your suit look like?
I'm wearing something basic. I'm more like wearing a neck roll, a black neck roll, but like just a classic suit on. Nothing too flashy. I don't want to stand out.
Are you not going Cam Newton?
No, really not. No.
What swag are you wearing on game day?
Oh, so I'm always rocking the compression pants on the legs. I don't know why. I played my first game in it and I really liked it. And my worst game that I played this year was the one where I didn't have it on. So I think it's kind of a tradition. And now I have the spats for my ankles and no shirt underneath. I'll just wear like a long white tee so I can roll up a little bit of my shirt up, and then the white tee can come off, and then I'll just tape my wrist. Pretty basic.
Do you guys, I see the trend right now. I didn't know you were allowed to do it, but they're trying to get away with it. Is everyone's trying to roll up there so you can see your knees. Are you following that trend or not? Or
only in practice, not in games, because if I ever follow my knee, I want protection on it. And for me, it's this the pads are really small, so it doesn't really show. So
Last question. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
technically it is, yeah.
Technically. Oh,
Yeah.
what's technical about it?
Well, it's in between two pieces of bread, so whatever you put, it's a sandwich. It's like asking, is Subway is like a foot long Subway a sandwich? I think it is. It's the same thing. It's a foot long with a sausage in it.
Okay.
So it is.
Boom, mic drop. There we go. You should be a lawyer. You have a very clear explanation.
I mean, you gotta make it simple.
All right, Olivier. Well, it's awesome coming on here. Thanks for taking your time on the weekend just to let us know who you are, and good luck this next season, whatever you choose to do.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Looking for more exclusive Canadian recruiting content? Become a CFC Insider Gold or Silver member today for access to rankings, analysis, and the latest recruiting news from across the country.